morning. It's Friday, September 15th. Man, folks are getting off to a slow start here. Usually have a bigger audience at this time, and you don't want to miss this show. We got lots of huge catalysts. Here you go, people coming in. Lots of huge catalysts today. It is the evening before Rosh Hashanah. Keep that in mind. This time of year, markets can be a little bit slower. Also, happy Jewish New Year for those who celebrate. I'm going to be leaving the office early because I'm traveling out of town. So I'll be out of here by 1 p.m. The 1 p.m. show, instead, I'm doing it 12 p.m. with Rex. So we're going to do a combined show, first time ever. We'll do the daily update with Rex. It'll be a public show. Spread the word at storytrading.com/YouTube. So that's going to be at 12 p.m. So now with our catalyst of the day, I didn't even look at how the indices are doing because we have so many strong catalysts this morning. And wait till the end of the show to order them. But as of now, here we go. So Celsius, I put number one for now. May have to be Tesla. We'll see. But Celsius, this is the third price target upgrade they got this week. And this one is the biggest one. It was like Monday they got one, 220, 230. Wednesday they got one. No, it was Tuesday, 230. Thursday, yeah, it was Tuesday, 230. Thursday, yesterday, they got 225 at Wedbush. And today they get 250 from TD Cowen. I mean, this is a tsunami of upgrades. And third time, I think, might be the charm for a new all-time high. So that's what I'm thinking is we can get a new all-time high on Celsius today. 206.85 is that 52-week high. So that's going to be my first target would be 206. That's a fake print, not a fake print, but it was probably just a share to that 214 or something. But so 206.85. I think we can beat it. Honestly, I think we can beat 206.85. Maybe make a move towards 210, possibly today. Okay, so Celsius is a top pick. Okay, now Tesla is up here. Why? Because the UAW strike has started. Okay, last night it's like it's like a partial strike, different plans. I didn't look into all the details, but UAW strike. Let's see how if Ford and GM are still down on that. Let's see. So Ford is down. You can see 1.3%. Let's see how GM is doing. And GM is down, recovering a little bit. All right. But, we talked about this Monday morning when Tesla was our top pick. There were two catalysts. One was that gigantic upgrade by, now I forget who it was. Like, was it a 350 target, whatever it was. And the other was the UAW strike was the other reason why there was a bunch of hype around Tesla on Monday morning. So now we're seeing that UAW one come back into the limelight. And if you look at the technicals here, the high earlier this week was 278.39. And we are very close to that right now. We were over it in early pre-market. So because of the combination of the catalyst and the fact that we're so close to the earlier high of the week, 278.39, that's why Tesla's a top pick for us today. Okay, this is something that, we already bought shares in pre-market. We may do call options at the open. And we might do Celsius call options at the open as well. So, but 278.39, if you break 278.39, well, you still have another candle to deal with at 280.93. But after that, that's into the gap. Then you're into the gap that takes you all the way to 290, 291. Okay. So right here, a little bit of resistance. If we break that, a little bit of resistance, 291. Okay. So I'm not saying it gets to 291 today. No, not at all. Only if it breaks those two resistance levels. And this is something that if the UAW thing continues throughout the weekend, then you can maybe see Tesla fill the gap, by Monday or something to 291. So Tesla top pick on the UAW strike, and really a continuation of that big upgrade that we got on Monday. All right. Other stocks that I think can be top picks. So far, it's not showing it in pre-market, but Dollar Tree and Unity. So Dollar Tree has been down very badly since earnings. Okay. And by the way, I just reviewed their earnings, and the revenue was still, they guided the revenue up. They tightened the range of their EPS. So like the EPS forecast came down a little bit, and the thing has gotten completely punished, from 140 all the way to 113. Can it turn around here today? The chart has a nice look to it. Okay. Looks like maybe towards the end of the day it was moving up. You can see pre-market, it was a little higher. Part of that pre-market is we bought a little bit. But why? What could possibly turn it around? Dollar Tree prepares to launch new Family Dollar mobile app to boost enterprise-wide digital transformation. So that sounds sexy. At first, when I saw this, I'm like, wow, mobile app. They don't have a mobile app, right? I've never went to the Dollar Tree mobile app. We go to the store once in a while. My kids love the store. Take them there. Um, but in any case, I didn't think they had a mobile app. So I'm like, this is huge news. And I looked into it. They do have a mobile app. I looked at the full press release, which is not available here, but it's on, some other sources. You can find it on the internet. And it's a refresh. It's a major refresh of their app, but there is an existing app. Okay. So if there was no existing app, this stock would probably already be like 115 in pre-market, 116 or something like that. All right. But the fact that this chart has been down for so long, I think any kind of excuse can be a catalyst for this to have a bounce back up. So I'm going to maybe give this a target of, you see where we had this like stability it was a consolidation in the stock price around 116 area. And then recently it broke below it here a few days ago, broke below 116, made it back down. That's the target for me for today, is the top of this candle here for a few days ago when we broke down. So around 116. Let's call that around 116. And we'll see, like, if it breaks out of 116, ultimately, when you have like bear dead cat bounces, or you're in a bear channel and you have a bounce, you could make it all the way to 20 DMA. I don't think this news is strong enough to get to the 125 today. I don't think so at all. But, maybe in a swing period, maybe this is the beginning of a little bit of a turnaround, and it can make its way over to 120 towards 125 early next week. I think all that's possible. But for today, I think maybe a move to 116 could be in the cards on Dollar Tree on the catalyst. Okay. Another one, Unity. Unity Software got a big upgrade today. It was was it UBS? No, it was Bank of America. They raised from neutral to buy and raised the price target from 46 to 56. And this one I like too, because the chart's been down. Okay, we've been down, especially the last couple of days. So now it's gapping above the 20 DMA. That's nice. If we could hold the 20 DMA here, even if we stay green, maybe it does a gap fill, we stay green. I think this is a pretty big price target from Bank of America, $56. So I'm kind of thinking, honestly, I want to hold the 20 DMA. I really do. Like, we'll see where we put our stop loss, but I want to hold the 20 DMA, and hopefully this puts a bottom in it. Bank of America comes in 56 price target. We hold the 20 DMA and we bounce towards the 50 DMA at around 39. So that's my view on Unity. We'll see how, this is a day trade at this point, not a swing. So we'll probably be out of it by the end of the day, but we'll see. We make that assessment at the end of the day if we move anything from our day account to our swing account. So that is Unity. Also want to draw to your attention Rivian with a little bit of a catalyst. Well, yesterday they had an analyst come out, initiated, that was UBS, initiating with a 26 price target, not so huge. And also yesterday there was some information on new registrations, Rivian registrations, which I guess I don't know what the expectations were, but it was all over social media and people were excited about it. It's been riding up the 50 DMA. So it bounced off the 2200 DMA recently. So this is something to have on your radar. I don't think it's going to be a top 5 pick at all. Just wanted to note that the technicals look good and a little bit of a catalyst yesterday. Yeah, I don't think that's going to make the top 5. Eyes on ARM. Man, we live traded this. At least Chris Tuttle did on our show 12 p.m. yesterday. He bought it at like 56.50. This thing went all the way. I don't have yesterday's chart here, but it closed at around 63 and it went in after hours to 69. And then in the overnight market, it went to 79. It was crazy. And now we're over here at 66. So we had a little bit of fun last night, but we don't have a position now in ARM. Very expensive stock. We went through the valuation with Chris. Just in fact, if you look at the newsfeed here on ARM, they start to, there it is, Instacart. So Instacart sounded much more interesting. If you go actually look at yesterday's archives with Chris Tuttle, we went through both ARM and Instacart, and Instacart looks like it's going to be priced at a much better place in terms of valuation. But look what they did. They've raised the offering price from 27 at the midpoint to 29 at the midpoint. Why? Because ARM had a good day yesterday. Isn't that crazy? So just because of that, pure sentiment, has nothing to do with fundamentals. It's like, oh, IPOs are hot. We're going from 27 to 29. That's interesting. I don't know when CART is supposed to open. Instacart may debut sometime next week. Okay, sometime next week under the stock symbol CART. So that's not a thing for today, but it's on our radar for next week. Okay, so wow, look at MSauce. we totally missed the boat on MSauce. MSauce does have news today. Oh my gosh, it's been just nonstop momentum in terms of legislation. Cannabis, the latest banking measure, may win approval in Senate. So we'll be voted on in the committee by the end of the month and should have enough votes to pass the U.S. Senate, according to a report by NBC TV. Three sources familiar with the talks told NBC TV the Senate Banking Housing Committee holds a markup meeting on September 25th. Okay. So, I mean, this has had a lot of momentum and it's been going straight up. Unfortunately, we haven't been in it, but just wanted to let you know there's a catalyst, and that's why cannabis stocks and MSauce are exploding out of a range. Wow, today, look at that. It's doubled. It's doubled in a couple weeks. Unbelievable. So, all right, let's try to order this stuff, and I'll touch on TGB and Yatra in just a second. But all right, Rivian's not going to make the top 5 after a discussion over there. Celsius, Tesla. I think I'm going to move Tesla up just because it's more liquid. I think I think Celsius might have a bigger percentage move though. What are we going to do? I'm going to keep Celsius up. I'm going to keep Celsius. Okay, Celsius, Tesla. It depends how you're doing it. If you're doing options, Tesla might be better for options, but Celsius for the common shares maybe. So I like them both. Celsius and Tesla, definitely the top 2. And then Dollar Tree. I got to go with Dollar Tree ahead of Unity because I like the chart better on Dollar Tree, even though the catalyst on Unity might be better with that big price target. And then we're going to be monitoring MSauce. Unfortunately, we're not in it. I'm not going to chase it at this point. All right. So after MSauce, we told you about Rivian, but after MSauce, I also want to just let you know about news on Chewy. I don't think it's high conviction here, but Chewy's been getting clobbered since earnings. Like, when is this going to stop? Today, an analyst came out, maintained $45 by Needham. But I don't know if that's big enough to make the bleeding stop. It's just been, wow, crazy. And we got to start shorting stocks after bad earnings, which reminds me right now of AAL. We had bad earnings the other day. We tried shorting it for a day. We didn't stick with it. And okay, 2 days down. We'll probably look back and see this thing at 10. And then we'll be like, oh my gosh, why didn't we stick with the short? Okay, but anyway. All right, so TGB getting a little bounce this morning. We got some cheapies, not a lot. They weren't available. See that little tail over here earlier this morning? That was us picking some up over there on that tail, but it was only like 1,000 shares or something available. But in any case, I'm looking for follow through on TGB. At some point, they will need to raise money. The question is, will they do it through dilution or not? Even if they do dilution, I think this news was such a major inflection point that you got to hold. You got to hold a higher level here. Where is that higher level going to be? Is it going to be the close of this day? Is it going to be a complete gap fill at 130? Is it going to be the highs right before the news, 136? Is it going to be the 20 DMA at 137? Is it going to be the 50 DMA at 140? I don't know, but somewhere in there. So somewhere between 130 and 140, I got to imagine, is your new floor. That's your new floor, and you're going to go from there, and I expect this to trade above the 200 DMA at some point, and might be a good investment at this point. You could see this take weeks, months to play out. All right. That's it, man. I'm looking at MSauce and like kicking myself over. We had a rough August and we got distracted, and we ended up just focusing on like a few stocks because of market conditions, Overstock being one of them. So MSauce was one of the stocks we sold off to focus on higher conviction plays. And man, do I miss that. I do have one cannabis stock in I think it's Glass F in my retirement account, but that's the only exposure I have. Look at that MSauce up 11%. Okay, so that's it for today. Let's call it top 2 picks. Top 2 picks are Celsius and Tesla. Then we're going to put Dollar Tree and Unity in a different tier. Okay, Dollar Tree and Unity is within the top 5, but it's in a lower tier. I'm going to have stronger conviction, bigger size in Celsius and Tesla. Less conviction, smaller size in Dollar Tree and Unity. And we're just going to watch MSauce from the bleachers and kick ourselves all day long. And that's it. Oh, Yatra, we started getting a little bit of news out in terms of retail subscription levels and stuff. But as expected, as Matt explained to us, we're not supposed to get big numbers yet. Usually the big number will come Wednesday. The final day is when all the interest is shown. So I don't expect the next major news catalyst on Yatra to be until next Wednesday. Next Wednesday, we'll get a big update. And that, I'm thinking, should be the news that takes the stock right towards $3, a 290 plus range. I expect that to happen maybe on the day next Wednesday when the news release comes out. Okay, that's all I got for you. We'll see you at 12 p.m. today with Rexman, storytrading.com/YouTube. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be the first time that we're going to do our update, going through the morning picks and with Rex at the same time. It's going to be a special show from 12 to 12:30, 12:40, and then we're going to take off so I can do my travels, and then we'll see you Monday morning after that. Thank you, everyone. See you at 12 p.m. Someone hit that. Thank